Namaskaram. Welcome to the next session on the topic Mother Earth sticks to corporates. For the last three lessons, people have given me a lot of comments. They also have appreciated that I have done a lot of research. Thanks for the same. But the truth is, research is actually was there, but more was the imagination. I have ventured into imagining the verses with my corporate thinking hat. The research has helped me to connect the verse to the corporate principles. There is a plus. All her grace. I am sure she will continue to grace me and help me in my search and connection to the corporate ways of looking at the entire Tirupavai. So today we will look at verse number 4, Vayu Malaikanna. As usual, we will first listen to the singing of the verse by Srimati Vimala Srinivasan. Here we go.
ஆழிமழை கண்ணார் ஓடு நீ கை கரவே ஆழிமழை கண்ணார் ஓடு நீ கை கரவே ஆழியுள் பூக்கு முகந்து கொடா தேரி ஊழி முதல் உருவம் போனை கருத்து ஊழி முதல் உருவம் போனை கருத்து ஆழியாதோடுரை பத்மநாபன் கையில் ஆழி போர் மிழ்நீ வலம்புரி போனிழ்ந்த நீந்து தாழாதே சாரங்கம் உதைத்த சரமணி போர் வாழ உலகினில் பெய்திடாய் வாழ உலகினில் பெய்திடாய் நாங்களும் மார்கழி நீராட மகிழ்ந்தேலோரம் பவாய் வாழ உலகினில் பெய்திடாய் நாங்களும் மார்கழி நீராட மகிழ்ந்தேலோரம்
That was nicely rendered Varali Raga. Thank you, Vimala madam. This raga is a very ancient raga. It is said 1300 years plus old. This is the 39th Melagartha raga. And third raga, the 7th chakra, which is the Rishi chakra. So how does it connect to the song? I firmly believe that each song is associated with the raga with a reason. Because there are 30 verses, there are 30 ragas. There is no repetition. So, how do we connect? Maybe a deeper research is needed. I don't have a direct connect as of now. But what I can think is the Rishi Chakra. Rishis are self-learned people. This raga Varali also used to be learnt by self only. A teacher-student combination may not work very well. So it is said there will be a disharmony between the teacher and student if the teaching happens. So it's a self-learned raga. So Rishis are self-learned. So is Sri Andal, the author of Tirupavai. So by this virtue, they can command even the celestial beings, be it Rishi or Sri Andal. So that is being described in this verse as well. And how does it connect to the corporate is a point that we need to look at. This Pasaram is so rich in substance and depth. I can see a lot many points pointing to corporates. Logistic support and its attributes, senior management support and their role, empowerment to the frontliners, a bottom-up management, recovery opportunities, looking at a broader frame from the organizational perspective, empathy, passion, compassion. So one can go into a lot many. So how does it connect? Let us look at in detail. Before that, a small preamble. Every organization has a hierarchy. Frontliners, middle managers, senior managers, and then the top management. The most of the work is done by the frontliners, guided by the management team. When the frontliners are seen so focused on the mission and so dedicated, they are noticed. There they earn a good respect. That respect also earns them the authority and empowerment. Authority to demand what they want from the senior management or wherever it is required from. The empowerment is to do things to take the team in the right direction. So correct people or things or systems as they see fit to be corrected. So these two things they are earned by the frontliners. When the senior management people see this, they also would like to participate sometime. So they come and support the team, and they also think that if the success is there, that reward of success, they also can have a share of it. So quite a number of organizations it happens. So this is the preamble which I will connect with the corporate. Here the senior management person is Lord Varuna, the head of the chief of ocean, rain, etc. etc. Andal is the team leader of the frontline people. That's how the description is there. So she is at the level where she believes that she is with the human kids, and she is the leader of that particular pack. So the Varuna sees the Andal mission as a good mission and says, why not I support this and get the reward of that success. Why Varuna? Why not the other celestial beings? I come back to the corporate again. The corporate management also, senior managers who have all glories, sometimes they lose that glory and fall out of favor from the CEO, and they wait for an opportunity to regain the lost ground. Varuna also is in the same category. Varuna had a lot of glory. For some reason, his glory was reduced to some extent, and he felt that it is there very much, and he want to recover it back. So he was waiting for an opportunity and saw Andal mission, and thought this mission is going to be a great success. I would like to go and help, and if I help, that success will raid on me. I will get the share of that reward. Maybe I will gain some lost ground. So he comes to Andal and says, I like your approach, I like your mission, I would like to be a contributor, so seek whatever help that you need. And then Andal puts a lot of demand, requirement. How she does it and how does it connect to the corporate is what we are going to see. Now that the Lord has come, Lord Varuna has come, and she is addressing him. So let me ask, Aalimazhai Kanna. Aalimazhai Kanna means, Aali means ocean, Mazhai means rain. So the chief of ocean and rain, my dear Kanna. So she also gives that respect and love to the Lord who has agreed to come and help her out. Thank you very much for your offer. But I will take this offer with one condition. What is the condition? Undruni Kaikaravel. You will not refuse at any point of time anything. Kaikaravel matlab meaning you will not refuse at any point of time. So I need a lot of resources, and you are the person who has an access to the resources of the organization, and you have a clout among the people, and you are very knowledgeable, and you are the right person to do that. So I want you to help me without any refusal. And how you should do that? You should get deeply involved and pick up the right resources and give me and my team only those right resources which will help us. How does it reflect here? Avil Pukku Mugundu Kodar Theory. Deep dive into the sea and then take what is necessary for us. There is a meaning in that. Here also you have a lot of resources. You know what is the best fit for us. You get the deep involvement and pick up the right resource and give it to us at the right time. So that is the connection to this line. And what is the key attribute of the support? How should it be? The key attribute is the sympathy that you should have, or empathy. I will put it in the right word. You must empathize with us, the struggle that we are going through, and provide the resources in the right manner. That empathy must match the intensity of the passion of the CEO of the organization who want the organization to be successful at all point of time. How she describes that? ஊழி முதல்வன் போல் மெய்கருத்து. The ஊழி முதல்வன் is the CEO of the organization. மெய்கருத்து means he is so involved, he is so passionate about the success of the organization. And who is that ஊழி முதல்வன்? There are many CEOs. Can we take some examples and take as a role model? We have a lot of CEOs who are doing quite well, but some people stand out. The name immediately comes to my mind is Steve Jobs to Ratan Tata. So how do we identify these people? She also gives some attributes of the identity. By the word, Paliyan Doludai Parpanaban Kayil. If you see the celestial beings, a lot of them are having the two important items that Narayan has. They hold a desk in their right hand and a conch in their left hand. A lot of them have. But who is that Uli Mudalvan? And she identifies by one word, Parpanaban. Everyone has a disc and conch, but he is the only one who has got a lotus flower on his navel. That is supreme. She singles out. So the CEO also must be identifiable. So your empathy must match that intensity of the compassion. And she further goes to say that how this must be done. And she says, you have a lot of resources, but some of the resources that we need may not be available within the organization. And you must establish a task force which will go out and fetch the resources from wherever they are available and at a quick time. And they should complete the mission all the time. So the reference that she brings in here is Alibol Minni, Kayil Alibol Minni, Vayan Tolode Prapadaman Kayil Alibol Minni. Ali means in this reference is the disc that the Narayan holds. The disc travels around whenever Narayan commands to complete a task. It goes around wherever it is, and every nook and corner. If he has to go, goes there, completes it, and comes back. Likewise, you must have your task force who can go around, get the resources required for us. And this kind of a support must be sustained. It must be a standout support. The kind of effort that you put in must have the stamp of a class, and it must be unique. Understanding is reflected by the word Valamburi bol ninnadirundu. Valamburi is the conch that the Narayan has. Most of the conches have the left turn spiral, but this conch has got the right one. So it's a special one. So it has got a stamp of its uniqueness. Like the unique Valamburi conch, your support also should be very, very unique. So Padiyam Tollude Purpadavan Kayil Alibol Minni Valamburi Bol Ninnadirundu. How should it be? It should be continuous. There cannot be any showstopper. It should be so continuous, like the arrows that are released by Lord Rama. It comes continuously. Tadade Sarnamuditta Saramazhai Bol. Tadade means without any dip. It must come continuously. Tadade Sarnamuditta Saramazhai Bol. And I am very thankful to you that you are giving all the resources to us, but don't give it only to me. Don't single me out. There are many teams with a lot of mission within the organization. These resources must be available to all the team members as well. She brings out the broader outlook of the organization and looks at a bigger picture. Where does the line comes in? Nangal வாழ உலகினில் பெய்திடாய். உலகினில், it is not for me alone, for my team alone, it is for all the people. Margazhi Nirada. Why Margazhi Nirada is always associated with the actions that are related to the mission. To enable that, please help us, not only me, but the entire organization. So she has brought a lot of things, and the last but the most important one is she brings the outline of the concept of bottom-up management. When the front line is empowered and allowed to demand what they want and also define the process by which it must be given, the success rate is quite high. So she has encompassed a lot of management principles in this particular verse. To summarize the whole thing in the normal 7 points, the logistic support and its attribute, how it should be, how fast it should be, where from it should come, the senior management and support role. The senior management must feel that if we succeed, they will succeed. That involvement must be there. The empowerment can be given or can be earned. But when it is earned, it is always more powerful, and it also gives you a better authority over that. And in the process, the bottom-up management, the inverting the pyramid concept also comes into the picture. The organization is working in a different paradigm. And whenever we have dipped in our performance, in our position, there are recovery opportunities. We must be open to all the opportunities, be alert, pick up the right opportunity and regain the lost ground. Also look at the broader frame, not only your function. You also must look at the other functions and support them and seek support from the senior management for the other functions also. Interfunctional relationship goes up further by that. And finally, all the support must carry that empathy and the compassion, and it must be given very passionately. So these are the points that comes out of this verse as I could call out. I hope that I had been able to give some insight of some management connectivity to the verse of Sri Andal, which was sung a few thousand years back. That's the beauty of the verses. So thank you very much for listening to me patiently. So I'll meet you with the next verse and its connectivity to the Pasaram. Till then, Namaskaram.